Esteban Ocon P-Red after his crash in Miami, new livery for Haas, and many more ahead of the United States Grand Prix. Esteban Ocon has recently told media that after his crash during FP3 in 2022 Miami Grand Prix, he wasn't feeling great because the next day he went to the shower, he first collapsed and then P-Red. This is again a reminder how dangerous this sport is, because even with these new safer cars, new measurements and barriers all over the track, it still requires a lot of courage and bravery from the drivers. Not moving from the United States, there is a Haas team who continues the annual tradition of bringing the new special livery to the United States. And what is the best place to do it than in Texas? This is not an overtop of the design as it was back in 2022, because with these new regulations that are ending this year, they have to have a lot of black on their cars, which is a carbon, so to drop the weight and be more powerful during the race. So what's your take on the livery? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now it's time for our 2025 US Grand Prix preview. But before we do that, let me take you back in time and acquaint you with some history. Constructor who has the most wins around here is Mercedes, particularly with Lewis Hamilton. Most pole positions, which is 3, it's again Lewis Hamilton. And most podium, which is 9, and it's again Lewis Hamilton. In recent years, we had some things happened, like in 2023, Charles Leclerc was disqualified from the race due to the excessive plank wear. This is all because COTA is a sprint race weekend, and back in the time there were only one parc fermé, which closed after first free practice session. Right now it's changed a bit, because we have 2 parc fermés. One is closed after free practice session and the next one opens after the end of the sprint qualifying race till the end of the main quali for the race. In 2024, we had probably dominated the United States Grand Prix after their floor upgrade in Monza. Leclerc, who started P4, took the lead in turn 1 and led to the end of the race. In P2, there was Carlos Sainz, which meant a 1-2 finish for the Scuderia. Then we have Lewis Hamilton, who, as we revealed, a man around COTA. However, at the end of the lap 3, he took himself out after he spun on his own. Plus, his teammate George Russell, but back in qualifying, spun at the same corner, which wasn't such a strong weekend for both Mercedes cars. And then we had an intense battle between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen for P3.
Great job. Drove like a lion and you got a podium. Well done, mate.
Hey man, I have no front. There's no grip. Ha!
Now it's time for our 2025 United States Grand Prix preview. Circuit of the America is 5.5 kilometers long. It has 56 laps and the race distance of 309 kilometers. Plus, the race record was set back in the time in 2019 by Charles Leclerc. this weekend Pirelli brought C1, C2 and C3, which unfortunately for us means that it will be one stopper race. Plus, there will be around 30 degrees Celsius, which favors McLaren, because they are strong during the hot temperatures with their tire degradation. However, Red Bull and Mercedes both have recently updated their car, so expect a close fight between them and probably McLaren. And then there's an interesting situation, because we probably won't see papaya rules in play till the end of the season. And if you want to know why, take a look at this video. So will we see a tight battle between two championship contenders who are Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris? And if it happens, it will favor Max Verstappen, who gains on them every weekend and going for his 5th World Championship. This is all with the preview for the 2025 US Grand Prix. Thank you for watching. Drop your thoughts how you view this weekend in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.